Where are all these stray cats coming from? What kind of park is this? Tasty Planet is a 2006 PC game that is plain awesome. As you've seen, it's a lot like Katamari. But the difference is it has a ton of different levels. And I don't mean like levels where it's different cities. It literally takes you from eating up tiny little microbes to literally eating up entire universes and omniverses. In fact, at the end of the game, you literally eat everything that ever was or is. You eat light and dark and all matter everywhere that ever was. And then you just start eating up nothingness because there's nothing left for you to eat up. Check please? Yes, I'm ready to leave. That darkness was delicious, thank you. So, as you've probably ascertained from the footage, the point of each level is more or less the same. You start off really tiny, and then you get a lot bigger as you start eating things, and as you get bigger, you can eat bigger things, so when you start off a level, there are these enemies that you can't possibly eat. They're even enemies because they can hurt you if you even touch them. And then you end the level by being able to easily devour them like it's nobody's business. And that's pretty cool. And of course combine that with so many different zones. Like I said, literally, the game takes you from microscopic environments to the sea, to the sky, to the universe, to just cities, to rural areas. It takes you everywhere. Here I am. I already passed the game, so I have all the levels unlocked, so I'm just going to basically show you a little bit of every semi kind of zone, but I can't show you every single level because that would be like literally, even if it's like 30 seconds per level, it would be like a 30 or 40 minute video, so I cannot show you even more. I can't show you every single level. I can just show you some of the general zones. Like I'll show you some cities, and I'll show you some I already showed you some of the tinier parts of the game, show you some bigger parts of the game. About halfway into the game, you get out into the actual space part of the game, and it gets kind of boring because it's all black and bland. You know, I would prefer a few more levels in cities where you eat up people, and as we've seen before, dogs and cats and things like that. But the Cosmos levels actually get a lot more challenging. For example, some levels you have to like avoid black holes and spaceships that shoot at you, and it's really, really fun. And there's also enemies that downright shoot at you or try to run you over or whatever in city levels. For example, there's cops that try to shoot you. Their bullets, of course, barely do anything because you can just suck the bullets up. Come on. There's all sorts of things out to kill you, and rightfully so, because you're devouring the entire universe. Everything that was and is and has ever been, you will eat by the end of this game. It's kind of poetically sad. I wonder if you eat God. They didn't really show anything about that in the game. I assume he was like a snack after you just ate like everything, and God's like, hey, didn't I put matter over here? And you're like, yeah, sorry about that, God. Burp, and then you eat him. Mmm, kitties. Nothing tastier than a nice stray cat for supper. If you're wondering where this unstoppable eating thing came from, well, it was created by scientists to eat up things like dirt, something to that effect, but obviously it can eat up everything, so the scientists tried to kill it in a few cutscenes in a comic book style of the game, but to no avail, of course. They can't kill it unless you actually fail in the level, then they actually do kill you. But you can always restart. What is this? Are these mice and rats playing baseball? Why are mice, rats, leaves, and baseballs just laying around somewhere? Is this like what a baseball field looks like when it hasn't been cleaned for a few days? My God. Come on, Yankees, get your shit together. This is unacceptable. Imagine if Derek Jeter breaks his ankle slipping on a rat tail. I don't know anything about baseball. Is he still playing baseball? I don't know. Now we're in the ocean. Now some levels do get difficult. It's actually kind of a up and down difficulty. I guess technically most of the harder levels are in space, but there are harder levels on the actual Earth as well. Like the sea level is kind of hard. It's kind of hard to find fish small enough just to get you started, get the ball rolling, if you will. And then, but a lot of levels start off pretty hard because it's just so hard to find something small to eat. But then once you do, you can eat bigger and bigger things, and obviously it gets easier. And also you got to keep in mind there's a timer. That's another enemy, is time. You have to finish eating by the time the timer runs out, or else the game's over for some reason. Here I am eating some clouds. What's good about this game is it's casual, relaxing, but also it doesn't have to be. Like, you could try to beat your best score and things of that nature, and it can be a very challenging game. And some levels are very challenging. It's not pure casual. But yeah, when you have like nice relaxing music, flying around, eating up clouds, and birds, and kites, you know, it just screams casual. It doesn't scream. It gently whispers in your ear, casual. This is a really nice thing to play when you come home from work or at school and just relax. And there's so much replayability. Like, you see how many levels there are, but also you can just replay the game multiple times, like I said, to beat your score. So yeah, many hours, many days of gameplay. There's actually a sequel to this game I have not played yet, but I really look forward to getting it. If it's as good as this, and I'm sure it's even bigger than this, that would be really awesome. Space level. In one of the space levels, we're actually in our solar system, and after eating some debris and some meteors, I can actually eat the entire Earth. And how satisfying is that? Very satisfying. I'll show you that level. It's badass. Hey, it's the MTV guy. Once you start eating up entire solar systems, you get to the higher tiers of existence, and then it gets pretty weird. Like, I think the game made up a lot of science, because I think it should have just stopped at some point, but it kept going, and there are like things beyond solar systems and universes that like I don't even know about. I should really God, I shouldn't have failed science in junior high school. Maybe those things really do exist. I didn't even know what they were, but it's like weird floating piles of gas and dust, and I don't know. This is pretty cool. It's like asteroids, except you're the asteroid, ironically. Ha, I ate the moon. And you know the next logical step after eating the moon is eating the Earth. I once had a dream the moon exploded and just chunks of the moon started falling down. It was a weird dream. Show's over, Shakespeare and everyone else on Earth. Anyway, this is a really cool game, and I urge everyone watching this video to pick it up, play it however you want. It's really cool. It's one of the best games, one of the best casual games ever made, without a doubt. You know, I actually went to a therapist after my moon exploding dream, and he told me when a man dreams about the moon exploding, it probably means he's gay, and he's fighting that temptation to be attracted to men. I don't know what to make of that, but I hope it's not true. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, my friends. You know what? I think my therapist was just trying to hit on me. Come to think of it, I don't remember hiring a therapist. What was that dude doing in my house? With my TV?